Hello, and welcome. Today I'm going to walk you through the Lightbits Demo Lab. If you've requested a demo and received credentials, this is the exact environment you'll be stepping into for a hands-on experience. Lightbits is the inventor of NVMe over TCP. We provide a software-defined, highly available block storage platform that delivers bare metal performance over your existing standard Ethernet network. Our focus is on efficiency, simplicity, and agility. Our product scales storage and compute independently, offering high performance, low latency, and rich data services to cloud-native environments like Kubernetes and OpenStack without proprietary hardware. We support private, hybrid, public, and AI clouds. The purpose of this demo lab is to provide a hands-on, functional tour of the Lightbits platform's UI. This is a functional demo running on virtual machines, not a performance benchmark. We will focus on how simple and intuitive it is to manage the platform. In the next few minutes, we'll explore the core UI, look at how to easily provision and manage storage clusters, create and attach volumes, and execute basic day-to-day operations. This will give you a great feel for the simplicity and power of Lightbits storage management. Once you receive the instructions for using and logging into the Lightbits Demo Lab, go to the provided URL and log in using the credentials you received from Lightbits. Upon logging in, you will see the initial screen with the option to create a new lab. You have three options: Standard, OpenShift, and Cluster Federation. You can select the lab duration, with an option to extend this time slightly later. The lab will be terminated after the selected time expires. For this demo, we will select the Standard Lab. A Standard Lab consists of a Lightbits cluster with 3 nodes and a client server. While waiting for the lab to be created, you can browse the Lightbits lab documentation. It is also highly recommended to visit documentation.lightbitslabs.com to read the official Lightbits documentation. You can monitor the creation status here. A private key is provided for secure SSH connections, which you can use to SSH into your assigned machines. Right now, the lab is in the initializing stage. Once it's ready, you can access the portal directly through your browser. Let's do that now. In the portal, you can view the cluster status and the IP addresses for the 3 servers and the client. There are also direct shortcuts to all the servers and to Photon, which is our management GUI. Let's open and organize all the screens so we can see Photon alongside the terminal screens for each server, including the client machine. You can use any cluster machine to run cluster-wide commands, such as checking the installed Lightbits version, cluster servers, and the status of running Lightbits storage nodes. We have 3 active nodes, 1 per server, with no issues. We can also check the volumes. The storage is currently empty, so a good starting point is to create a new volume. To do this, we can check our cluster parameters. For later commands, we will likely need the cluster NQN, especially if using the standard NVMe command to connect the client to the storage cluster. We will probably use a simpler and more recommended method, the Lightbits Discovery Client. The Discovery Client will automatically find and connect to all the storage machines. You can verify this empty storage status in Photon as well. You'll see 1 cluster, 3 machines, and currently 0 volumes. As our next step, let's create a new volume and select 3 replicas. The volume status will be visible and accessible from any machine. One storage machine will be the primary, and two will serve as secondary replicas, providing redundancy. We can use the volume list command again to see our newly created volume. Issuing this command from any other machine in the cluster will yield the same result. Now, let's move to the client machine. From the client, we can issue an lsblk command to view our current block devices. Next, we will connect the volumes from the cluster using the discovery client. To do this, we need the data IP address of one of the machines in the cluster, which is used for data transmission. We will use this IP in the discovery client command and specify the correct access control list. When we check the block devices on the client again, we will find a new device, NVMe 0N1. This remote volume is connected to our cluster but appears as a local device to the application. Lightbits includes its own monitoring tool, LBTOP. We will run it on one of the storage machines to view all running processes, as well as the traffic for the local drives on that specific machine. From the client machine, we will run an FIO test using a random write workload. You will immediately see the traffic displayed in the ""lbtop" command across all drives, showing the right bandwidth. Please note that the lab is intended purely for functional evaluation and not high performance. It will help you get comfortable with our API and practice running CLI commands. That concludes our demonstration on how to initialize and start using the demo lab. You can explore further by reading our documentation and contacting Lightbits personnel if you have any issues. That brings us to the end of our functional tour. Thank you for joining me. You can request access to our demo lab on our website. Please visit lightbitslabs.com for more information or email info@lightbitslabs.com for tailored performance discussions.